Parkinson's is like being imprisoned. It's a life sentence that you just can't break.
Nobody talks about the lack of dignity that can prevail when you're walking down the street and people are staring at you.
And it's the tyranny of the pills annoys me. That you've got to take these pills and they've got to be on time.
Yeah, the side effects are horrendous. They turn your personality completely, change you from one person into somebody completely different.
It was 3 or 4 years before the medical profession as a whole thought that I may have Parkinson's. It was a very slow deterioration in abilities to do things.
Suddenly, 2 years ago, everything stopped working, and I ended up really struggling, and ended up on stage waving my arms around and not being able to keep in one place.
I mean, if I do think about the future, it's just an enormous ball of fear, and I just put it aside because there's no point in going there.
It's looking after a 2-year-old who, obviously, being a baby initially was very difficult. Being able to pick her up and not feeling like I was going to drop her.
You know, to get rid of this nonsense, this helicopter nonsense. And I would take pretty much anything.
You have to look short-term at things. You have to go day by day, hour by hour, half an hour by half an hour.
That's one of my hopes for the future, is that it will become much more known and in the public eye somehow.
Because there's a general ignorance of the disease. Because it's a disease for old people, there's no urgency amongst the general population to do anything about it.
Hopefully something could happen, even just to slow down the progression.
I think we're close to a cure. I think there's enough evidence out there with the science to show that we can reverse this thing.
I'm not going to sit and wallow in self-pity. I'm going to turn a negative into a positive and try my hardest to get the cure.
Hope's the fuel for it all. If you don't have hope, then you might as well go home now.
We're on the verge of exciting times in finding a cure.
So there's at least 4 or 5 good quality pharmacological trials that are looking at these novel agents that may open new avenues for treatment in Parkinson's. And as well as the drug trials, there's gene therapy trials going on as well. And of course there's a renaissance in potential cell therapy. So there's a lot of new exciting avenues which have opened up.
But the purpose of the Clear Parkinson's Trust is not ambiguous. We're not talking about treatment of Parkinson's, we're talking about reversal of Parkinson's.
Maybe we can find a fix, ostensibly for Parkinson, which will spin off into Alzheimer's and all those other neurological problems.
It's not going to get any better, so the time is now to act, to do something, to support the Cure Parkinson's Trust, to raise awareness and to raise the money to find a cure for Parkinson's disease.
The battle will be won over this nasty, beastly disease.
We all have to combine as a team and beat this thing, because I'm sick to death of it, and I think there'll be a time when I can insert the words "used to" when I say I have Parkinson's.